What's the best way to respond when your Gemini guy goes quiet? Is he one of those that you can reach out to, or does that seem clingy? It's always stressful when someone ignores you, and easy to take personally. Here's what to do when he's shutting you out. Is your usually chatty and sociable Gemini man ignoring you? It's understandably worrying, and no doubt you'd like to know exactly what's going on, right? Right. And, not only do you want to know what's going on, you also want to know how to respond. One thing you'd probably want to keep in mind is that Gemini men are commitment shy. They do tend to run for the hills if they sense a serious vibe coming from you, or worse for them, too much emotion. See, Gemini is an air sign, which means that he's more of a communicator. He lives more in his head, rather than in his heart. He does learn, over time, to think less and feel more. So, at least in the beginning of your bond, try and keep intense feelings to a minimum around him. This will change as you get to know him better, but you don't want to scare him away just yet. Now, when he ignores you, he could be doing it for a number of reasons. First, you'll probably want to ask yourself if you trust him. The truth is, some Gemini men can be sneaky and deceitful. Not all of them, of course. Many Gemini men make wonderful partners, loyal and true. But some of them aren't. So, if your inner alarm bells are ringing, check in with your intuition. What is it telling you? It may be nothing, and he may just be busy, so be sure to distinguish fear from intuition. One feels like knowing, the other, paranoia. Here's what else you can do when he's ignoring you. Number 1. Get talking. One of the best ways to nudge a talkative Gemini out of his strange cold shoulder funk is by simply talking to him. He's bound to come out of his shell and interact, once you reach out and say hi. He loves it when you keep things simple and playful, so don't get too serious with him. Popping him a quick message such as, "Hey, how are you?" or, "Was just remembering that joke you told me, was so funny," should do the trick. Number 2. Make him laugh. When you reach out to him, make it your mission to get him to laugh. Gemini men go weak for women who have a sense of humor and put a smile on their face. Sending him a funny meme, for example, is one way to perk him up again. Of course, you can also send him a joke, remind him of a funny time, or reference a video you know he will find amusing. There are so many ways to make him laugh. Number 3. Plan an activity. One of the ways you can respond when a Gemini man ignores you is by planning a new, spontaneous activity and surprising him with it. For example, you might want to tell him that you got concert tickets to a cool band, and would love him to be your +1. Or, you could reach out to him and ask him if he wants to try roller skating with you, or a surfing lesson. Gemini men cannot resist learning something new, and it's a great way to not put pressure on him. Make sure you see him again and have fun doing it. This is a win-win. Number 4. Don't get heavy. Whatever you decide to do, don't get heavy with him. You don't need to send him messages of yearning and heartache, ladies. Nor do you need to send him overly soppy messages, grumpy messages, or anything passive-aggressive. When you keep things light and fluffy, he's more willing to come back to you and talk. Trust me on this. There will be time for seriousness later down the line. Number 5. Find out what he's up to. Okay, so this is important. If you have a true, gut feeling that something is off, that doesn't feel like fear and is more a sense of knowing, then go with it. Find out what he's up to. Obviously, no one likes to be stalked, so don't go overboard. You can check his socials, like Facebook or Instagram, or make subtle inquiries to a mutual friend, for example. If your alarm bells are really going off, then it may be best if you did some more investigation, but know where to draw the line. No one likes being mistrusted. Sure, you can check his phone, but that has consequences. Check in with yourself. Are you normally that type of girl who checks his phone? Then you may be the one with the issues, not him. Only report to these privacy invasions if it's not normal for you to do that. It is helpful to know, because Gemini man, in the beginning, can be a touch indecisive, date multiple people or hide certain truths, rather you know now than later. Plus, he's not usually the type to ghost unless there's something more going on. Number 6. Check his facts. If you do get in touch with him, be wide awake to what he says back to you. Or, if he's ignoring you, try and recall details of what he's said in terms of his commitments and activities. If something doesn't add up, you have every right to mention it, lightly. Keep in mind that there could be any kind of plausible reason for his absence, any good reason why he wasn't where he said he was or doing what he said he was doing. You're not the police, so don't make him feel like a criminal. Give him the benefit of the doubt, but do stick to facts, because it's the only way you'll know if he is to be trusted. Number 7. Remember, he's always busy. A good reason why he might be ignoring you is just because he's really, really busy. And that's perfectly okay. He has many friends and activities, so it's alright for him to disappear for a bit. Pop him a message if you remember any of them, and ask him how it went. For example, ask him how his soccer tournament was, or his band practice. Gemini men have all kinds of things they do, and they'll love that you remember and take notice. In conclusion, don't be scared to reach out and talk. Yes, it's weird if he goes quiet, because this is a chatty man. But it doesn't always mean something's wrong. Keep an open mind, and stay light, breezy and playful. Do you think any of these tips have helped or can help you reach out to your Gemini guy? I enjoy hearing your stories, so please feel free to share them in the comments box below. If you want to know all the hidden details of the Gemini, then you need my book, Gemini Man Secrets, in the description below. Want to find out more about your Gemini man? Claim your free copy of my 30 Hot Love Secrets about your Gemini man in the description below. If you like this video and find it helpful, please give it a like and also make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, so you get notified whenever I post new content, and follow me on Instagram for daily relationship tips.